Alrighty then. Hey guys, it's Miss Corrigan. Here is my big giant piece of paper. Here is my selected images. So for your mythic creature, you're going to choose 3 to 5 animals. I'm sticking with 3. I've got a rabbit, a bee, and a rhino. I've got 2 images of my rhino because I wasn't sure which way I wanted to go. And you're going to use this to create your drawing. I want you to have specific animals because there's a specific way that this actual bunny rabbit's shape goes. And I really want you observing the real animals. So not looking at like a cartoon. This is going to be a little, yeah, that's what I want. And I think I'm going to turn my paper this way. So what you want to do is figure out which direction you're going to go. I'm going to go with the rhino. Okay. Back up, cat. Okay, 3 animals, or 5, 3 to 5 animals. So once you've gotten your animals, you're going to find some images, and I want you to create yourself a little PDF like this. You can be looking at it while it's on your computer. You don't have to print it out. I know some of you don't have printers, but I want you to have some images to look at so that you can be specific about the animals. So these are my animals. The next thing you're going to do is draw your body. First, I'm looking at this rhino for my sample, so I'm going to be doing a body like this. So here's my body. Oh, I'm going to go a little darker with that because it looks like you can't quite see that. So there's my rhino body. Actually, I think I want it to be a bumblebee body. Actually, maybe we'll have the bumblebee tail coming off like that. So then I'm going to have my rabbit head on one end and a bumblebee butt on the other. So there's my beginning. And I want you to start with the body so that you're getting a nice big body going. My plan is that my body is going to be my bumblebee, my head is going to be my rabbit, and then I'm going to have rhinoceros legs. That's my plan. So I just started doing this and I put that there, but you can't really see it, so that's fine. So now I'm going to look at my rabbit head, and I love the way that this rabbit's head is shaped. So I'm going to put kind of a softer oval here. My rabbit doesn't have a heck of a lot of neck, but she's got this sweet little nose like rabbits do. So I'm looking here, and her little mouth comes down, and then her neck goes on, and then her eye is back here a little bit. Oh, maybe it's here. I think I'm going to put her eye here. So there's her eye, and her head comes up and then angles back, and then there's her ears. Now, I don't have room up on top here to put her ears, so I'm going to actually bend her ears back a little bit. So there goes one ear, and I'm going to bend the other one back. So there's my ears on my bunny. I'm not going to worry about putting on the little spots that this bunny has, which is just fine. If you want to put spots on, you can, but you do not need to put spots on. So now my bumblebee body, I got to look at my little bumblebee right here. So a bumblebee has almost a little mane there, right? And then the bumblebee has, of course, the little stripies. So I got to get those stripies on there. Now I'm going to think about how I'm going to put my rhino's legs on. So this rhino has that really nice, they're like heavy duty, super strong legs, and they're really thick. And then what does the bottom of his foot look like? It kind of comes wide. I feel like they have toes like an elephant. How does their toes go? It's just very wide at the bottom. And then he's got little knees and wrinkly bits. So there's one leg. So one thing I wrote too in the directions there is make sure you're getting one leg that looks like it's on this side of the body. So here's my other rhino foot. I think they have toe. Yeah, they have. Oh, there we go. They have toenails, kind of like an elephant's toenails. So these legs are on this side of the body, and then I'm going to put 2 other rhino legs on the other side of the body. So here's one. And then his other rhino leg we'll put here. Kind of like that one there. It's like he's taking a step with that one. So there's that. Now, I still want a tail on my bumble rhino bee thing. Oh, and you know what else? I want to add, yeah, the tail. I really need a tail. Ooh, I could do a stinger. So I'm going to do a stinger like a bee, and unfortunately you can see I cut my bee off. So we're going to put a little stinger with a barb on it. Boy, that makes him look kind of dangerous. And I also wanted to put wings on here. So these are the extras I'm talking about. So once you've gotten your creature done, you can add your extras. And I also wanted to put a rhino horn. Now this rhino had, both of these rhinos have 2 horns, and they kind of curve up like that. So there's one rhino horn. I'm going to put another one right here. It's kind of a battle rabbit, isn't it? There's my basic drawing of my rabbit. So now, if you've gotten this far, you can pause it while you get your coloring materials together, because now what you're going to be doing is adding your texture. My plan was to use oil pastels, and right now I'm not sure if I know where they are. Here they are. Because I'm going to do the oil pastel watercolor thing. But for you, you guys can use, I know not everybody has what I have. That's totally fine, you guys. You do not have to have what I have. But I do want you doing something. So I'm going to put line designs on like this, so it looks kind of fuzzy for my bumblebee body. So I'm putting the black parts. And one other thing I was writing about in your directions too, you do have to have extra stuff. So I know I've got my bunny, that's great, and I've got my rhino, and I've got my bee, so it's got a body and a head and legs and ears and a tail. But then I also want you adding things like horns and antlers and antennas if you want. Oh my gosh, I could put antenna on this guy because he's a bee. So however you think you want to have that go, all right? So here is this. So here's my bumblebee bit, and then my rhino legs. Maybe I'll make those purple. So I know I was talking about him looking realistic. I don't think I have a gray here. So in my mind, purple's close to gray. So here's my rhino with his toenails. All right, I think what I will do is finish coloring this, and maybe I'll speed this part of the video up. Cool. Good job.